Hey, are you ready to start homeschooling? Are you thinking about homeschooling? Or are you in need of a homeschool reset? Are you wondering how to find your people? How are your kids gonna socialize? If these are the burning questions on your heart right now, keep watching. Hey there, welcome to Mom Life on Purpose, where it's okay to be a work in progress. My name is Kathryn. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to find your homeschool people. So this video is part 3 in a series called Ready, Set, Homeschool. It's a series about how to get your homeschool up and running. In the first video, we talked about how to cast a vision for an amazing homeschool experience for you and your family. In video number 2, we talked about some of the homework that you'll want to do before you even start to look at curriculum. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how to find your people so that you make sure that you don't do homeschool alone. You guys, something that I'm learning is that homeschooling is about so much more than just co-ops and curriculum and pajamas. In order to really thrive in this lifestyle, it really helps to link arms with like-minded people. It takes a village to raise a child, is what they say. But it also takes a village to homeschool a child. Whether you join forces with others to teach your kids together, or you just gather some support for yourself as a homeschool parent through social media groups, you need a homeschool village. Two of the top concerns from people who are thinking about homeschooling are, number 1, how will my kid get socialized? And number 2, do I really have what it takes to teach my children? Here are 3 ways to find your homeschool village. Number 1, co-ops and other academic groups. There's at least 2 different kinds of co-ops. One is most commonly known as like an academic co-op, and these usually have a series of academic classes. So you have your English classes, your science classes. They're divided by subject. Another common type of co-op is an enrichment co-op, and they don't necessarily focus on the reading, writing, and arithmetic. They often have specialized classes or classes in PE or health or music. The focus of these groups is just getting kids together in a social environment to learn and socialize with one another. Another common type of homeschool teaching group is a tutorial. A tutorial is set up a little bit differently from a co-op. So parents will get together and hire a teacher for each subject. Some private schools have separate homeschool programs where you can enroll your child in a few classes and they can attend with the other private school students. Another teaching group that has recently become pretty popular because of the pandemic is what's known as a homeschooling pod. In a homeschooling pod, several families get together, they decide what they want to teach the kids, and they divide and conquer. And this is a great way to get to know their families and to share your teaching load. And it's a great way for your kids to meet other kids. The second way to find your homeschool village is through social media support groups. You have many Facebook groups, you have YouTube communities, you have meetup groups, and you also have Yahoo listserv groups that serve as a great source of support and encouragement for homeschool parents and families. Facebook is where I find a lot of activities for my kids. It's where it's been a great place for me to ask questions and to get information and support to help me on my homeschool journey. The third way to find your homeschool village is through the myriad of opportunities for socialization in your community. Your kids can do extracurricular activities. They can do a la carte classes through the community center, through community college. They can do these through private schools. There are homeschool groups, tutorials, and co-ops that offer one-off classes where you can just have your kid take a class. You can sign your kids up for a class anywhere. You have camps, you have churches and other religious centers that offer activities and opportunities for your kids to socialize. You have athletic teams. You can sign them up for a sport. You have community centers and clubs that have tons and tons and tons of opportunities. You have the library that has a lot of free programs and great ways for your kids to meet other kids. The world, is your oyster. Take your kids with you to run errands. Take them to the grocery store. Your kids will learn how to hold conversations with people across all ages. There's no rule that says that your kid has to only socialize with kids their own age. You'll just see there are tons of opportunities for socialization. There is a popular myth that homeschool kids are not properly socialized, but if you think about it, I remember being in school and not really being allowed to talk to my friends, unless we were having a class discussion, if I was paying attention. So we just have to change the way that we think about socialization. If you look for them, there are a lot of opportunities for your kids to learn with other kids. You could start your own book club. You can start your own groups. You can have your own classes. Reach out and ask another family if they would like to do a class or two with you. That peer collaboration really is important to help teach your kids how to work together with others towards a goal. And that is a great thing. That's something that we do in the workplace. Speaking of socialization for your older kids, once they're old enough to get a job, let them get a job. That's a great place to learn how to socialize, how to interact, how to communicate, how to work with others as a team towards a common goal. You learn time management, you learn money management. My goodness, what don't you learn from getting a job? So there you have it. Put yourself out there, get out there, and you'll find there's a whole community waiting for you of other homeschool families who are looking for others to connect with and to learn with and grow. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it helpful. Let me know your thoughts about socialization in homeschool and what opportunities that you're engaged in or your kids are engaged in and things that you've found helpful. Leave a comment, let me know. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching and happy homeschooling.